The creative process can feel a bit lonely sometimes, but to me, it's a sacred process, a sacred act. And there's incredible people who will show up for you, for it, for this. And I'm reminded of that every time I offer something, lead a call, put a program out there, host a retreat, like people show up. But you got to show up. You got to be the first one who shows up. And then the other people show up as well.
Welcome to Coach Magic, the show for the woman who is all in on creating a life, business, and family that's beyond her wildest dreams. I'm Jenny Fennig, and I am so excited to help you get confident, focused, and paid. Let's rewrite the rules and get moving in the direction of your deepest desires. Ready, set, go.
Anyone ever feel lonely with the work or with the decisions that you're faced with, or this idea that's knocking on your door? It can feel a bit lonely because you and the idea are like that, and it's you and the idea, and the people outside of it don't really know what you're doing. And it can feel a bit like, where is everyone? Just me and the idea. That's why I create the programs that I do, to give you that community so that you can remember that you're not alone. The creative process can feel a bit lonely sometimes, but to me, it's a sacred process, a sacred act. And there's incredible people who will show up for you, for it, for this. And I'm reminded of that every time I offer something, lead a call, put a program out there, host a retreat, like people show up. But you got to show up. You got to be the first one who shows up. And then the other people show up as well. It's just to live those questions, follow the breadcrumbs, look to see where the universe is showing you the way, is hooking you up, is putting people in your path, is, knocking on the door to your heart, going, hey, look at this. Isn't this the thing that you were wondering about? Isn't this the thing that you have been looking for? Isn't this the thing that you've been praying for, curious about, whatever? And then it shows up and you're like, okay. So can we open up to this being easier? Can we open up to this being more interesting? Can we open up to this being more fun? Can we open up to this being more nourishing? Can we open up to this being more magical, more mysterious and whimsical and special? Can we open up to that, even in the mundane, even in the everyday, when you're doing your dishes or dealing with life? Can we play with this idea of, and it's beautiful, and wow, how awesome that I get to do this, and wow, who do I get to help today? Okay. The key is making decisions. I have really become so good at making decisions. I don't make them instantly for every decision. There's some decisions I make very, very fast. We make so many decisions every day, just being alive. Like, what are you going to wear today? What are you going to eat today? And when are you getting out of bed? And, all the decisions we make a lot. And what you want to do in your work is to make really intelligent decisions and make them as quickly as you can. Some you need a longer time frame to make them, but others, it's like, make the call, make the decision, and move on and move on and move on and move on. We always are going to be able to course correct as we go, and you'll be able to figure it out. We never have all the answers, but lead anyway, go for it anyway, take those next steps anyway. I mean, that's That's what it's about. That's our opportunity. That's our initiation. Are you ready? Are you ready for some more optimism in your life? That it's going to be good, that it's going to be better than good. It's on the way. It's happening. It's on. Game on. It's all good. And whatever funky stuff needs to be dealt with will be dealt with. And you're going to do it by just maintaining that vibration and that energy and that faith and that trust. And it's on. It's happening. Here we go. Here's a little final insight before we wrap today. Is that when you follow your desires and you trust this intuition, you trust you've been called for something, and you do your part to create it, to make it real, then each new decision gets based off of that. And so it just keeps getting better. It just keeps getting better because you keep making decisions that excite you. They're like, yeah, I want that. Oh, yes, that too. Oh, yes, this is so great. And like, follow that. You're allowed to feel good. You're allowed to feel happy. You're allowed to feel excited. You're allowed to feel like, oh, I really want to do that. You don't have to wait. Like, oh, I have to wait until I do 17 other things. Like, just freaking do it now. Just do it now. Just do it now. We don't even know how long we get here. Okay. So if there's something you really want to do it now. There's always a way. There's always a way. Yeah. It's like our willingness to work through that jumble, to show up anyway. Like, I'm doing this, even though I have a lot going on, I'm doing this, I'm showing up for this, I'm carving out this space for my passions. I'm carving out the space for this work. I'm carving out the space for my body. I'm carving out the space for my family. I'm carving out the space because I'm worth that. And wow, I'm so excited about what happens from here. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. More, please. Thank you, universe. Yes.